Okay, somebody asked a question about a problem like this. So, we're dealing with interior angles of the polygon. So the first thing to keep in mind is that we learned that the total degrees inside a polygon is n minus 2 times 180. Of course, n is the number of sides. So keep that in your head. So in this case, how many sides are we dealing with? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a seven-sided figure. So that means the total degrees is going to be 7 minus 2 times 180. In other words, 5 times 180. Okay, which is okay, so that's our 900 degrees. Okay, so this shape has a total of 900 degrees of the interior angles. We're supposed to find out how many degrees this one angle is, but luckily for us, it's the only angle left. So if we subtract all of these angles from 900, that will do it. So basically, this angle is going to be, 900 minus 108 minus 101. Whoops. Minus 145 minus 137 minus 153 minus 139. So that's 117 degrees. Alright, now let's take a look at number 13. Number 13 is very much like number 12, except instead of giving you the measures of individual angles, they tell you that all of the angles are congruent. Of these angles, they just tell you that they're all congruent. So that kind of makes it a lot easier, because let's go ahead and figure out the total. How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is a six-sided figure, also known as a hexagon. Okay, so if I want to know what the total internal degrees, then that's going to be n minus 2 times 180, of course, again. So that's going to be 6 minus 2 times 180, which of course is 4 times 180. Okay? So that's going to be 720. Okay, so the total degrees here is 720. But in this case, we don't have to subtract over and over again, because all of these angles are the same. So all we need to do is share this 720 degrees equally with the 6 angles. So how do you think I'm going to do that? That's right. I'm going to take 720 degrees and I'm going to divide that by 6, because that's how you would share it equally 6 ways. So that should give me x. So if I do that, I'm getting 120 degrees. Okay, so that's how you would do number 13, and there were a couple more that were similar to number 13. Alright, so that should clear that up. Okay, somebody also had a question about problems like this one, which is really almost the same as the two problems I just showed you. Again, you need to keep in mind the total degrees. Well, this is a four-sided shape, so you might have memorized that that's 360, but if you forgot, then of course you could do 4 minus 2 times 180, and that will give you a total of 360 degrees. So keep that in the back of your mind. That means all of the angles inside of this quadrilateral should add up to 360 degrees. So basically we need to add 10x plus 8 plus 3x plus 1 plus 12x plus 6 plus 4x minus 3. So it basically works like this. I need to add all these up, okay? 10x plus 8. I've got 3x plus 1. I've got 12x plus 6. And I've got 4x minus 3. Okay? If I add all these up, the total should equal 360 because we know that is the total degrees of any quadrilateral. So let's add these up. Let's start with the x's. Let's see. 10 and 10, that's 20. 3 and 2, that's 5. So that's 25 so far. Plus 4, that's 29. So I've got 29x. Okay, on this side, I've got 8, I've got 9, I've got 15, minus 3, that's going to give me 12. So I've got 29x plus 12, and all that total should equal 360 degrees. So then it's just a matter of solving this equation. So I am going to subtract 12 from both sides. Okay, so that's going to give me 29x is equal to 348. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 29. Okay, 348 divided by 29. 12. Okay, so x turns out to be 12. Okay, so that should give you an idea of how to do those types of problems from your homework.